Hey folks, how we doing? Um, 7:21, Saturday, November 28th. The self-understanding 127, the self-understanding spiritual knowledge. Um, I want to talk about our family, our friends in space, and excuse me, trying not to slurp. Um, they they're you when you had a life in a body from that planet. All these bodies are different because when we had a life on the planet, we had to have a life on the planet in that particular body that needed to live on that planet. When the original bodies were made, like the Adamics here, when the original bodies were made on the planet, the material that's on that planet is what came together to produce a living organism that could live on it. It's simple. That's one of those day. Yeah, sometimes as I would wake up more and more, and I'd realize something, I'd say, "Damn, Jay, day." It's refreshing to know that something can be true and simple. And the more I've realized and seen, um, the more I realize the truth is so much simpler than you might think. It's when people try to manipulate stuff that they try and mess with the truth a little bit, and trying to find truth in what people say when they're just full of crap, and then that they're intelligent enough to mix things up and give you a hard time. When you start following all over the place, trying to understand this stuff, stop, relax, feel with your heart. Your gut feeling says, okay, I'm going in circles a little bit, and then let your heart come out and say, is this going somewhere? Does this feel good? And then try and see with your head the thoughts that's going on in the person's head when they're saying it. Y'all can do a lot of stuff, you really can. But back to our friends in space. Um, they look. That's why they look different. Some of them are insectoid. Some of they're insect type humanoids. Some of them are reptilian humanoids. We have a lot of different stuff out there. Some of them very strong amphibious, whatever, amphibioid. It's the bodies from the different planets. Some of them a lot stronger. Some of them weaker. Um, Either way, um, the original bodies were made on that planet, and then they just kept mass producing. So don't worry about it. Try not to, and don't go praising them. Oh, you come here in a spaceship. Oh, we worship you. Please give us something. Come on. They're you, or just like you, so to speak, when you had a life in that body. So you were once in one of those bodies. Chances are really good. Everyone you're going to meet, you've had a few lives in that body. So, okay. Um, it's like praising yourself. It's a little silly. If not, then you got some issues. So, and don't be afraid of them either, because, the big problems are here on the planet. You've been living with them already, under your feet. Some of them run around New York City. They have camouflage gear. It's very simple. They can hide. They can walk around you and actually bump right into you, and you'd be like, what? They're not stupid. They're careful. I've heard there was this Discovery Channel and everything. It's wonderful to see some nice pictures and scenery and stuff, but these people are they're feeding you so much crap as far as basic thought process, the basic background of how the Anunnaki wants you to think. There's one show that I heard about, and I looked at it, and at one point they said, yes, the chances are, no, they said that aliens have, it seems, aliens. There's enough proof to substantiate that aliens have come to visit us before in the past, and they're probably more intelligent than we are. I'm like, you're calling me a fracking idiot talking to me like that. They came here in spaceships, and you're saying they're probably more intelligent than us, and you're saying it straight out, not trying to be, facetious or sarcastic as I can be. Wow. These are people with the same attributes that we have, same faults that we have. Okay? They're no better, they're no worse, and they're our family. They do have a lot of benefits for us. Those out there that have compassion, love, and honor, they have a lot to help us with. And this their intelligence, their central intelligence agency for this federation, I've already had some issues with. Okay, they had, excuse me. That's so funny. That's part of me messing with me, trying to get, don't go too far there. They had a major station. I actually said it rather aggressively and abruptly in that event, September 27th, 28th. We had a gentleman there that was represented that group, and he was trying to lead me in where they wanted me to go as far as what words I was going to say and bring out. And of course, I don't lead too good, okay? Last person that tried to put a rope on my neck lost their hand. So I told him, and I got loud about it. I actually increased the volume. That there was like a huge asteroid kind of thing, like a small moon. Excuse me, that was going to be attacked, and that I was going to go at it. And it was not a planet with life in it. It was like a large rock, and it had a base on it that had equipment on it more than anything else. And I said it was going to be destroyed. It was melted. And that's when they got stupid coming at me. So I gave them a loud verbal warning. They got stupid. They got what they deserve. And I haven't even started yet. There is, speaking about the problems here on this planet, I mentioned it earlier in the video, I believe. I said that there were some issues about to come out. There is a revolutionary war with our friends, our family from space, trying to free all these prisoners that are locked up on this planet. They are here. They've increased their numbers. They're very strong, and they're waiting for something to happen. That's going to happen, it better, within days. So there's change coming, folks. You're going to see stuff. Okay? How things exactly happen, try not to hold on to that, because you're trying to hold on to a very finite thought process. It's like when you receive an image about something, a message in your head. Take the general meaning of the image. Don't try to expect, oh, I saw myself walking through this store and I went to this aisle and I grabbed this. It might happen like that, but the chances are more likely you're going to be going to a store and getting a basic something. Okay? That's how you're going to get less frustrated and find more truth. Okay? And then as you actually get a vision and you see it exactly, you're going to notice that the way you felt that is different than the way you see the other image. And then you'll have more knowledge, which becomes understanding, and enough understandings increases your actual wisdom. So anyway, folks, things are about to break out hard. You're about to meet our friends in space, and that's why I'm doing this right now. They're people. They look different. Okay, stare at them a little bit and look at them. See, okay, you look different. They're people. They're not bad, they're not good, they're people. Okay, it's like the Anunnaki. I've said for the longest time, We have problems with the ones that are here, but even a lot of the ones that are here, they're really loving beings that are being controlled by a small group of buttheads who are having problems right now. So understand, when something comes out, when you see something on the internet, trust, don't get all excited like, oh boy, oh, okay, just relax, calm yourself down, and look at the image, and you're gonna find out, Photoshop. When it's time, you're gonna know something inside, like your spirit guides, is gonna crank the hell out of you and say that's real. You're not gonna go excited like that and get a little feeling up your spine like, oh no, you're gonna get a solid feeling that's like, huh. It's gonna come from inside you, not from up your spine. Okay, your spine's too easily messed with other stuff. Another soul can run around rampant, go into your base chakra, crank up your energy a little bit, and then you get that. Oh, that's it. I can feel it. That's it. No, you're being messed with. They are here. You're going to see them. You're going to meet them. Okay, that Central Intelligence Agency. They're getting a butt whoop. There's another group of Serpoians that were running around. They're kind of a rogue group. Not many of them left anymore. That just recently happened. They went to M66. They have some type of energy disruption. It's almost like a cancerous a beam of energy. It's a frequency of energy they send out that's actually like cancerous to a lot of kinds of energy. And they were trying to believe it or not, they were trying to mess with that part of me that's at M66. They literally went into M66. They found the largest, they used their equipment to see the largest part of the field over there, and then they went to try to attack it. And that's how I knew about it, because it's me. And then they're over there trying to break it up and just kind of laughing at it, and that ship and a bunch more just got crushed. And then there's a lot of stuff that listens to me. And right now, this video that I'm making, before I even finish making it, while it's still just being recorded, it's being picked up and sent out. That's how they do things, okay? I had a consult with a gentleman yesterday, the 27th. I think it was on the 27th. I don't know. It might have been 26th. I can't remember anything anymore. I can see something, but my memory's just shot. But anyway, we're sitting there talking. We're trying to get started. There's stuff bugging me, got rid of it, and then all of a sudden, right over here, there's this big image. It's the space station. This is the coolest place. It's kind of out towards Jupiter. Sometimes it gets a little closer to Saturn, but it's right there in Jupiter. I mean, around that area. Okay, it's not hanging right by the planet. It's a bit off, out in space. Okay, space station. So anyway, I'm trying to talk with this guy, and there's this wonderful energy coming from these people. I'm seeing like inside of a room, and they have like a big scanner, a big screen, and they're all watching me talk with this guy having a consult. And it's like, I just looked at him, and I'm like, guys, personal. And I just took this situation, closed it up, and cut it off so they couldn't get through. But there's so much technology that's about to become available to us replicators. We don't need to starve. Look what the Anunnaki that run this planet are doing. Are they tied in with Monsanto's? Oh, gee, I don't know. Okay, now I'm getting up some energy. Now I'm getting pissed. Well, that didn't last long. Excuse me. It just really pisses me off. That's all. The Anunnaki send the orders down to filter out like 3 or 4 different levels down, and then they get to the point where the people they take all this money. I've said before, over 10% of every major transaction, 10% of that money, over 10% of that money actually goes right to the Anunnaki. And then they filter it out where they want. People think something like George Soros is such a power hitter. Well, I guess compared to regular humans, but he's nothing. He's a very, very low level pawn. Um, I got a little Faye kind of bugging me. I gotta go do something. Anyway, uh, so he, anyway, they just filter the money on down, and then he run people, control them, tell them what to do. Now, with replicators, which they have, we could literally feed the whole planet. We wouldn't have to be eating animals. There's no reason us to still be living in the age of coal and fossil fuels. That's crazy. We have starships, the shuttles, the Tier 3s, of course, whatever you call them, triangular craft. We have those, and we're driving around in cars running on fossil fuels. Anybody see a problem here? Well, yeah, there's problems. Look at the chemtrails. They're poisoning us. Your governments are poisoning you. Every one of them is doing it. How come they never put out an article? We're feeding you vitamins. We're helping the plants grow to make a more beautiful planet. They're killing you. They're killing the planet. They're killing everything. The Anunnaki know they're about to get their ass handed to them, so they're going on a total, screw up this planet every way we can. It's not going to be allowed. So, anyway, our friends in space, there's so many of them that just want to come here to help. But you know who stops them? The control unit, the Central Intelligence Agency of the Federation. They want to run everything, control everything. Yes, we organize everything. No, screw them, okay? They're being taken out. They're going to be literally their own people to put them in there are going to take them out. Enough of them are just going to die. Physically going to die. Heads go poof. Heart goes poof. They wind up just being shown for who they are. And they're going to go. And then they're going to be replaced. That's why I said when it's time, literally, you're going to have ships from I don't know how many different planets. A whole bunch. Well, okay, ships from over 100 different planets. Period. Are going to be coming down here all over the world and just going around all these little blue spheres, which do help us. Nothing to be afraid of. But they're also the control units that this Central Intelligence Agency of this Federation from space, the Space Federation, whatever you want to call them, they're used to protect and help us and do wonderful things. Don't ever be afraid of them. The problem is the idiots in the Central Intelligence Agency of this Space Federation group. They're trying to control everything. That's going to be taken away, and the people are going to come out from all over the place and just come in and converge on the planet. And you're going to see people. They're going to just come in, land, start meeting people. It's going to be the newest thing in the world. Now, at the same time, there's going to be a group meeting governments and stuff like that. So don't be surprised if that's what happens first. But there's going to be more and more ships coming in. And then if anything does happen, like they try to, go after the ship, the Central Intelligence Agency, the equipment will be made to misfire, like not function, and then it'll be taken out. And not in a permanent structure kind of way. So I was just being reminded that right now I'm a big target, and it's so funny. These guys really make me laugh. They just don't understand. It's amazing how sick arrogance can make any kind of being. It's amazing. Anyway, remember, they look different because they're from a different planet. Once you get over that, if you use your heart to feel inside them or look inside them, you know who you're going to find? Someone just like you, because you were there before in that body. You might find someone who's been your brother, maybe your sister, father, mother, aunt. People, this is who we are. And we're not just the humanoid beings, we're plants, animals, from all over the world. And, from all over the creation, of this universe and more. Alright, I gotta go. I love y'all, and the coffee ain't helping anymore. I'm gonna keep putting out what I can before I go. Love y'all, man. Have a good one.